With the recent release of Boruto Chapter 78, some Boruto fans have criticized how Sarada was portrayed in this chapter, with some feeling like she could have been portrayed a lot better. She could have used her Sharingan. She could have probably went toe to toe with Kawaki in a sense. And even though some of their points are valid in terms of she could have used her Sharingan, she could have, shown a little bit of fight. I think I think the criticism have been a bit over the top, and that if people are expecting Sarada to go toe to toe with a Kawaki that's power levels is fucking insane and is probably one of the strongest characters right now currently in the story, then I think they're just being blindsided and too much Sarada focused instead of looking at the story from a bigger picture. And what is that bigger picture? That Boruto just lost his eye to someone that he regarded as his brother. He lost his parents, being sent to another dimension by someone that they brought home, Naruto's case. And this guy looks like he's fucking lost his mind. And Boruto's in a state of shock. I'm sure Naruto's probably in that dimension right now, in a state of shock, because this was somebody that he looked at and said, hey, I see parts of myself in him, and look how that's turned out. And if people are looking at Sarada's character and saying she should have been portrayed a lot better, that's fine. Yes, she should have been portrayed a lot better in terms of her using some of her powers, at least the Sharingan. I get that. But if they think they're gonna see Sarada have a solo scene and miss the bigger picture of Kawaki being shown as someone that doesn't give a fuck about anything, and that he's committed in his goal of eliminating anything that's Otsutsuki related, and Boruto happens to be that, and Boruto is someone that is practically his brother, someone that they was living with him, they broke bread, they slept in the same house, we're in the same team. And also on the other hand, Sarada is the team leader of Team 7. She's not only that, but she also aspires to be a future Hokage. So if she wasn't in that scene, if she wasn't in some way, shape, or form had some part in that escalation or that scene between Kawaki and Boruto on top of the Hokage monument, then people would have said, well, if Sarada is such a major character, why wasn't she there? And it's just one of those scenarios that you can't make everyone happy. I think some of the criticism is valid, but come on now. I read a comment where somebody was saying Sarada should have went toe to toe with Kawaki and maybe Genjutsu or something. Come on now. You have Kawaki, who has all of Ishiki's abilities at his command. The only thing that's probably missing is his use of the Byakugan or something that Ishiki hasn't shown yet. But other than that, Kawaki has been a fucking stud, and no way should Sarada have been a threat to him. Now the question is, what will they do next? In terms of who I mean by they is Sarada, Mitsuki, Shikadai, some of the cast members that are really close to Boruto. What are they gonna do? Are we gonna get that future scene that Boruto saw where everybody's surrounding Kawaki and Kawaki is all bloody? Is someone gonna die next? What happens to Himawari? So many good questions have come out of chapter 78, and all we have to do is wait for those answers. And who would have thought that Boruto would lose his eye in saving an Uchiha? It just reminded me of the Kakashi scene where him and Obito are butting heads, and Obito says that famous line about, hey, I don't leave, what did he say? He said a ninja never leaves behind a friend. I'm probably butchering the quote, but Kakashi comes in the end, loses his eye, but in losing his eye, he gained, Obito's respect, and eventually Obito's eye as a recognition of what he just did. But all in all, I think some of the criticism is a bit over the top in regard to Sarada, and I think she's gonna be an amazing character in the future, and she's not Sakura 2.0. I know people are saying, yo, she's Sakura 2.0. She's all emotional and caught up in what Boruto's doing. And I don't think it's that. I think Kishimoto wants Sarada to be a serious character, and she's always been portrayed as that. She's the team leader. She's the a no nonsense type of girl. I don't think I've seen, apart from a few cringy panels, that I don't think Sarada's character is too much involved in romantic stuff like it was with Sakura, where her focus was Sasuke for most of the series. But other than that, that's my little 2 cents on the way people have reacted towards Sarada. What do you guys think of it? Do you think the criticism were valid? Do you think it was a bit over the top? Please share your thoughts and opinions. Leave a like and subscribe, and enjoy the rest of your day.